So I wish to call to order this work session of the Monroe County Board of Commissioners. It is Wednesday, September the 6th. And we have one item, which is consideration of the 2023 McKinney Climate Fellow Program Collaboration Agreement with Indiana University. And we have Ms. Turner King to chat with us.
And
Is Ms. Turner King actually
if she's
appearing
not,
virtually?
She's on there as an attendee.
Yeah.
Could she be promoted, please?
Oh, no, she's here.
She came in person. She's cloned.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
So what is before you today for consideration is an agreement between IU trustees and the county for placement of a McKinney Fellow for the fall semester. And I apologize for the late addition. I got this contract back from IU yesterday afternoon. And I think there is some urgency in the idea that we want to get the McKinney Fellow placed for the fall semester and working. This contract is very much similar to the placement of the summer McKinney Fellow. The reason we're redoing it for the fall semester is because we're getting a new person. So this contract is for a gentleman named Todd Miller, and it's for placement for the fall semester, which will be 200 hours over the 16-week academic semester. We'll have to kind of adjust his start time because the semester's already started, but this person would be working with the Environment Resilience Institute at IU, as well as the county's Climate Resiliency Blue Ribbon Commission on developing a climate resilience plan and kind of picking up where our summer McKinney Fellow left off.
So the only thing that's changed in this contract is the name of the person and the dates, obviously.
Yes, and the term, because we took out the summer language, it
Right.
still has an option for a spring extension if you choose to do so, but that's
Okay.
a later conversation.
Okay.
And then it references that the county will make a contribution to the Environmental Resilience Institute, and I've confirmed with them that that amount will be in the total of $2,000.
Mhm.
And that's for technically a fellow for fall and spring semester.
So okay, but you just said we are not doing spring yet, so.
We have not extended for the spring. The semester, the contract isn't for the spring semester, but it contemplates that you would do the extension. But the amounts for both.
So if
That
we
doesn't
don't,
make sense.
if we don't do it in the spring, we're still obligated for 2,000 for the fall? Is
I
that
can
it?
check with the Resilience Institute. They said that they were doing the fall and spring semester different than the summer because in most cases, the placement was at a private corporation and it was a continuation of the same person. And so I asked them specifically what our amount was in this incident, and they said it would be $2,000, but I'm happy to check to see how the impact of spring semester plays into that.
It seems to me that their other option would be to leave the 2,000 in place and to extend this through the spring.
Correct. We can
Okay.
either leave the 2,000 and then make it for the fall and spring semester,
Yeah.
or I could check on the price for
I
just fall.
prefer to do that.
Well, but then does that obligate IU to do it in the spring?
Yes,
If they weren't planning to?
Which is fine. Which is fine. They should be obligated.
I think
This will give
ideally
them
they wanted
notice.
to do fall and spring in the term, and we're trying to get it going
All right.
now.
Yeah,
So I move that we amend this contract, this revised contract to include the spring term in the dates of the contract. And that way, this has been the least straightforward thing I think we've done in a long time.
Are you also moving that we accept this contract?
And then otherwise, and then once we've, yes, and to accept the contract with that amendment, because the monetary fee of $2,000 will include both fall and spring terms.
I'll second that.
So do you want me to bring the amended contract back to you next week?
I don't think you have to because we're changing a name and this is an addendum, right? Right?
Is that an extension?
I think you guys should probably vote on it today, but I don't think
Yeah.
if you don't vote on it today,
Yes,
then
if
she'll
we
have
didn't
to
vote
bring it
on it
back.
today, we certainly would need it next week, but I made a motion and I do hope we can vote on this today. But
Yes,
we need
yes.
to get public comment.
Is there, I do have another question. Do we know anything about Mr. Miller? Is he a graduate student or undergraduate student?
I do not know anything about Mr. Miller. I know that Councilmember Iverson and Commissioner Jones were submitted resumes for consideration, and in collaboration, they selected Mr. Miller. But I don't know much about Mr. Miller's background.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'll take public comment, and I see that Councilmember Iverson had his hand raised. So if you wish to speak. Go ahead, Mr. Iverson.
You need to unmute.
Yeah.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wonderful. I just wanted to clarify that Mr. Miller is an outstanding graduate student at the O'Neill School, and he comes to us with a background in law enforcement and fire protection. And so, again, Indiana University has given Monroe County just an outstanding candidate to make sure that we're doing the best we can to face the climate crisis.
Thank you for that information. Is there any other public comment on this item?
I just want to thank Mr. Miller and all the members of the task force.
Yeah. So at this point, I'll call for a vote on the amended 2023 McKinney Climate Fellow Program Collaboration Agreement with IU. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes 2-0. Thank you, Ms. Turner King, for
Thank
bringing
you.
this to us. Bringing this to us. We're adjourned. Sorry.